Yeah, right.
The Slippery Noodle was opened in 1850 as a traveler's inn for the Union Station Railroad. As near as we can tell, the front bar here from the waitress station on up to the doors original from 1850. The back bar, obviously other than the neons, is original from 1850. The Preston Ceiling here came in about 1890. Those are 18-inch squares. They were all hand pressed. And if you look close enough at them, you will see that each one has a little bit difference. The wedding party coming in. Just swing downstairs now, except I don't have keys, damn it. First off, we're going to swing down in the basement, take a look down here, then we'll head up into the back room. The bar was built in three different times. Like I say, the original part was 1850. Then the back building, which is our large concert room, was around 1880. It used to be the stable and carriage house for the bar, and then they just kind of filled in between the two buildings. So we'll head down to the basement here now.
Look at this dump. You ever gonna clean this place up? I've been playing here 9 years. It's still the same junk laying around.
Are you going or not? Okay, sorry. One of the ways they were able to tell and date the building from when it was built was the different foundation stones they found. As we walk through, you'll see the stones will change from this to a more brick-like and then to a more rough cut in the back room. This up here, this used to be the old coal chute for the inn when it was heated by coal. They would basically roll the wagons up, dump the coal down here, and this was the heating source for the entire inn. Something a lot of people don't know about Indianapolis, the downtown area of Indianapolis, 1 square mile, North Street, South Street, east and west, it's just covered with tunnels and catacombs. During the Civil War, they used to use that area to store munitions when they would then ship it out to wherever they needed it. The Slippery Noodle was a way station for the Underground Railroad.
Oh, really?
Up until
That's true.
Up until the Civil War, it was still legal for the Southerners to come up into northern states, hunt down the runaway slaves, and take them back.
You're drunk.
So they would hide out here, and there
You're
used to
drunk.
be tunnels that ran from here over to the Union Station Railroad. And they would hide them out here, get them over to the tunnels, get them on trains, get them up either to Cleveland or Chicago, and then on up into Canada. About mid-80s, the city caved in the tunnels that ran from here over to Union Station. But just stories of the people who played here before that came down and snuck down into the tunnels. They said they would take a flashlight and chalk with them and they could walk for a half hour just in tunnels. And we'll swing up this way and I'll show you the hallway. The rooms where the runaways hid out and while they were waiting on trains to get them, like I say, on up into Canada. The Slippery Noodle, we have a couple ghosts here. Upstairs in what used to be the old brothel, we have a young lady that we call Sarah that was one of the working girls, and she was killed by one of her customers. Down here, we have a ghost we don't know, we just call him the guy in the basement. One night on a Sunday, I was walking through, turning off lights, and as I got to this point right here, flipped the light off, and about right where the camera is, I saw an old black man in overalls staring at me. Near as we can figure, he was probably either a railroad man or maybe one of the slaves heading to Canada. We'll swing on back this way. Right now, we're in the hallway, heading to the back room. It's right above us. The two basements used to be not combined. We cut this ourselves and then cemented over. Like I say, here was where the room ended, and then this would have been the stables and carriage house. This room right here, we're not sure exactly what it was used for. We call it the Cubby Hole. The owner of the bar just hates this room. He was giving a tour one time to a coroner from LA County, and the coroner basically stopped here, got my flashlight, basically stopped here and looked in this room and said, "That room smells like death." But I think, just in my opinion, I think it was either a cool room for cream and milk that they would serve in the inn, or possibly an indoor smokehouse. Speaking about the tunnels earlier, if you look right here, this little arc, if you were to dig down about 3 or 4 feet, there's still a tunnel that runs from here out under South Street. Because this used to be the basement of the carriage house, and it was originally where they slaughtered the animals that they served in the inn. Now we use it as our tool room. This was all pea gravel. We were raking through it, getting ready to concrete it over. We found all sorts of bones from pigs and cattle and everything. There used to actually be meat hooks that hung down here where they would hang the animals after they butchered them. Now we'll swing up now into the old, or the large music room, which is what used to be the carriage house. This is our large music room, or the new music room. This is where the fat guys have been playing all weekend. As I said before, it used to be the stables for the bar. During the gangster era, the Dillinger and Brady gangs both documented as hanging out here. On this wall over here behind the Jake, I'll show you, they actually had target practice back here. This is the wall they had target practice on, and we were lucky enough there's still a couple bullets in the wall.
That's all I'm doing.
As I said before, the bar opened in 1850 as a Travelers Inn for Union Station Railroad, and we have the reputation of being the only bar that has continuously been open since 1850 in the state of Indiana. Even during Prohibition, they were making beer and liquor in the basement to serve to the guests. We'll swing up this way, and we'll head upstairs into what used to be the old brothel. Lee, can you find Amy Gilmore in the back room, please? Lee, can you find Amy in the back room?
The production radio guys, or TV guys, so you can get this guy. Dan? No, can I do it?
Yeah, you should. If not, you'll just need Lee's ID or mine.
Okay.
Okay, we're back to where we started. These steps we figure are also original from 1850. This is where the family that ran the inn originally lived, and then these became rooms that they would use for boarders, people staying overnight. Later on then, as things in the downtown area declined a little bit, the rooming house and the boarding house became a brothel, and we're heading up there right now. probably the 30s up until the 50s. As I say, this was used as a brothel. If you can see,
Hookers.
right now we still use the rooms as storage. As you see here, we've still got the numbers that were on the doors.
Get out.
This was the only washroom on the floor. The owner has taken 4 of the rooms here and made it into his new office. If you look here, the only windows on this floor were on the south side of the building. So the rooms on the south side had light. All the rooms on the north, these skylights were original. We have redone them, but that's where all the rooms on the north got all their light from. And like I say, this was open until 1953. 2 of the customers got in an argument over one of the prostitutes. One gentleman stabbed the other one, and the story has it, as he ran out the front door, he left a knife sticking in the front bar.
Johnny Papa!
And at which point the city, when that gentleman died, the city did shut the brothel down.
From?
What is... You ever wash this?
This ends the tour of the Slippery Noodle. Like I say, established in 1850. We're open 7 nights a week. Have bands every single night. Come on down and see us.